Has Finn Balor just teased a Bullet Club reunion, and a WWE superstar takes major shots at AEW. But first, could an AEW streaming service be coming soon? This week, AEW announcer Tony Schiavone would speak on his What Happened When podcast, where he discussed the recent merger of Warner Media and Discovery. Warner Media, who broadcast AEW television on TNT and TBS, recently merged with Discovery, leading to speculation that this could be bad news for AEW if new management weren't keen on pro wrestling. This stems back from the end of WCW, with the Warner Media AOL merger being the final nail in the promotion's coffin. With that said, Schiavone feels that the AEW situation is slightly different due to the fact that Warner don't actually own the promotion, with it being its own separate entity. He would be asked if he thinks the merger could see some problems for the company, and he said, "From the people I've talked with, no. For me, on the surface, yes, because I know what happened before with WCW. But I think we have a viable enough product that if Discovery says we don't like wrestling, we could end up somewhere else." The Khans are pretty plugged in. That's what's different about this era, is that if Time Warner Discovery doesn't want us, we still have a business. I think there's always some concern, but we've built up a good relationship with Warner Media. Tony would then go on to say that the merger could lead to an AEW streaming service, and he added, "If this merger comes, and as we've been reading, they've been clearing out a lot of people, it seems that they are really big into streaming services. What I hope this means is that we are finally going to have a streaming service. In other words, we are finally going to have our own network where we can show our old shows." It's clear that AEW do plan on introducing a streaming option in the future, whether it be via their own platform similar to the WWE network, or perhaps a deal with a service like HBO Max, which is also Warner owned. With AEW president Tony Khan now owning Ring of Honor, it's likely that the service will also house both AEW and ROH shows. And next, WWE think they may have found the next John Cena. Over the past few months, Austin Theory, who is now simply known as Theory, has received a big push on the main roster. Not only has he been mentored on screen by WWE chairman Vince McMahon, but he recently defeated Finn Balor for the WWE United States Championship, one of many titles that look to be coming his way throughout his career. According to Wrestling Insider WrestleVotes, WWE have big plans for Theory going forward, with Vince McMahon feeling that he sees a young John Cena in the 24-year-old, and they would tweet, "Now that his push is in full effect, source states that he anticipates bigger and bigger things for Theory. A person with direct knowledge states Vince sees a young John Cena in Theory and will give the kid everything he needs to be successful." The report follows a recent tweet from Theory directed at Cena, with him sharing a video of him confronting a young John Cena fan, calling himself a better US champion. And Cena would reply to the post and said, "Everyone understands that you have far more talent, strength, and gifts than I ever had. Don't apologize for that, ever. An apology should come 20 years from now if you fail to provide the effort needed to turn your potential into your legacy. I hope that day never comes." Perhaps this could be the beginning of a future feud between the two, but this remains to be seen at this point. It looks like we can expect to see Theory rise through the ranks over the next few years, with the company's most senior figure having high praise for the youngster. But do you agree with Vince, and can you see Theory as one of WWE's next top guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, two surprise returns took place on last night's episode of WWE Raw. Former Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch would make her first appearance since losing her belt to Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 38, stating that she had hit rock bottom before saying that the only way is up from here. She then asked the question of who could stop her before being confronted by the returning Asuka, who received a big pop from the crowd. Asuka would then tell Lynch that she could stop her because no one is ready for Asuka. This is the first time that Asuka's been seen on WWE TV since the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in July 2021, before she picked up an injury. Another return would take place shortly after, during a Miz TV segment where The Miz would host Austin Theory. The two heels would be confronted by Mustafa Ali, who is now a babyface, who then asked for a shot at Theory's WWE United States title. This is the first time Ali has been seen on a WWE show since he publicly requested his release from join the company on January 16th, stating that he can't accomplish his goals if he stays. However, the request was rejected, with Miz even referencing the real-life matter when a match between the two was confirmed. He would say, "After this match, I'm going to make you wish you got your walking papers." Ali went on to win a singles match against him before being attacked by former NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa, who is now simply being billed as Ciampa. Next up, WWE looks set to bring in an AEW-style system. According to PW Insider, WWE recently sent out surveys to fans where they were asked a series of questions regarding possible changes to the product. One of the questions revolved around the possibility of a ranking system, something that can be seen in All Elite Wrestling, where title shots are based on wrestlers' records. This suggests that a WWE ranking system has been discussed internally, with the company now garnering fan opinion on the topic. Other questions in the survey included how often they watch and attend WWE shows, fans' interest in NFTs, as well as interest in the behind-the-scenes workings of the company. In the past, WWE did have a power rankings on their website, although this wasn't based on wins and losses, more on momentum, and it didn't determine number one contenders. The page was removed in late 2017. But do you think WWE should introduce a ranking system, and do you think it will make matches mean more? Or could it prevent Goldberg from walking into his next title opportunity? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, has a WWE Hall of Famer been banned from AEW? This week, former WCW president Eric Bischoff spoke with the MacMania podcast, where he stated that he is unlikely to be invited to All Elite Wrestling shows going forward. In the past, Bischoff has appeared on AEW Dynamite several times, most recently on the May 28, 2021 edition of the show, where he would host a party for the Inner Circle. In the recent interview, Eric would discuss why AEW president Tony Khan won't invite him back, and he said, "I've been beating this drum, and this is one of the reasons why Tony probably thinks I am a pain in his ass at this point. I'll never get invited to another AEW event, which is okay. I am a little sad about that, but I get it. I don't take it personally. But I've been saying for over a year now when it comes to AEW, and this is why I am concerned about their dirt sheet booking approach, booking for the internet if you will, is that if you're not growing, you're dying." In recent months, Bischoff has been critical of certain aspects of AEW, with him feeling that their growth has flatlined, with them being too focused on the hardcore wrestling audience. The news is a shame, with Bischoff and Khan previously getting on well before their online drama kicked off, and both have praised each other's work in the past. But what do you make of the AEW Eric Bischoff situation? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, has Finn Balor teased a return to the Bullet Club? The faction's founder and the former Prince Devitt would take to Twitter this week to post some fan art, which shows off his career accomplishments throughout his career before and after WWE, including his IWGP Junior Heavyweight title belt and the WWE Universal Championship. Balor can be seen sat in front of his collection of belts with a Bullet Club logo overlaid on top. Naturally, fans have taken this as a tease that he is unhappy in the company and wants to return to the faction, although of course this is mere speculation at this point. The post follows Balor's United States Championship loss last week to Austin Theory, and follows reports that WWE no longer see him as a top guy. The speculation leads us to the status of his WWE contract, with it being unknown when his deal is set to expire, but hopefully there is some reports regarding that soon. The only way a Bullet Club Prince Devitt reunion could happen is if he was released from WWE or if he sees out his contract, so for now we'll say that it's unlikely anytime soon, although you never know what could happen in pro wrestling these days. And finally, a WWE superstar has taken shots at the competition. This week, multi-time WWE Women's Champion Becky Lynch would speak on the Featured Cut of the Day podcast, where she discussed the state of women's wrestling today, more specifically comparing AEW and WWE's women's roster. Lynch feels that WWE has the best division on the planet, and that AEW's wrestlers just aren't as good, and she would say, "I wish I could say yes, but unfortunately I don't think they are represented the way we are. They don't get as much time as we get, and frankly they're not as good as we are. We have, certainly on Raw, we have the best women's division in the world. I say that without any hesitation in my voice, we have the best women's division in the world." Competition is great, and it's great for there to be another place, and I have a very good friend Ruby Soho over there, and I would love to see her as champion one day. I would love to see her get the spotlight she deserves. Competition is always great. Over here, we're on another level. Whilst AEW's women's division does lack the depth of WWE, you can argue that the likes of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa are just as good as any woman in either company. With that said, I do think the criticism of TV time is fair, with female main events few and far between in AEW, with them yet to main event a pay-per-view with a women's match. But what do you make of Becky Lynch's comments on AEW? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, make sure you check out the 12 most obscure WWE appearances from AEW wrestlers.